Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast, hello, hello, hello. It is wonderful to be able to connect with you to say hi, hello. How are you? What is going on with you? For those of you who will be live, yes, 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 yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, I love it. I love it. I love it. For those of you who will be on and I don't know you on, and I might not never know you're going to be on or you on or all the things. For those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, I am grateful. Grateful, 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 grateful. It is such a blessing to be able to. Letitia! Hey, girl, hey. So good to see you, Tisha. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. Um, Clearly I'm back home on my soil, in my territory, my neck of the woods. So we are talking about this notion of change. Like change is a constant, it's inevitable. It ain't nothing we could do about it. All those good things, right? So when it comes to this notion of change, it behooves us to embrace it, to expect it, to be prepared, always building our muscles for adjustment, always building our muscles for change, always building our muscles to shift, to adapt, to become, always building those muscles. Like it behooves us to live from that space where we are forever building those muscles to become the next best version of ourselves, the next, the highest, higher, highest, all those kinds of things. And so when we think about this notion, because change gonna come, y'all, right? We know the song, we all know the song, a change is gonna come. It's gonna come. A change is gonna happen. Like we can't stop it. There ain't nothing we can do about the change. That is, life is about changes. The beautiful thing is um, that if we embrace this notion of change, the inevitability of change, then it requires of us to show up in particular ways. Then it requires of us to live in particular ways. It requires of us to keep it moving, to keep it going, to know, right? It requires of us to know that, number one, if we're experiencing something that is difficult and challenging, a change is going to come. So just hang in there, baby. Hang in there because things ain't going to always be like this. But also, if we're experiencing things that we enjoy, no, enjoy it. Like get everything you can get out of it because a change is going to come. It ain't always going to be like this. Now, we don't know. We don't necessarily know what direction the change is going to take us, right? Now, um, we can do some things that increase the likelihood of change going in a particular direction, right? And so when we think about the things that we want in life, if I continue to eat properly, exercise, I continue to get rest, I continue to drink my water, those like that changes in my body are likely going to go in the direction that I want them to go into, right? But if I do the opposite, changes in my body are going to go in the direction that I don't want it to go into. And so we can affect change. We can affect the direction of change. right? We can kind of push the needle in the direction that we prefer for it to go into, but we don't get to guarantee all the things that happen and change. So it's imperative for us to embrace this notion that change gonna come. That is an inevitability. That is a constant in life. It is as it is, and ain't nothing we can do about that, beloved, except the best thing we could do is to position ourselves to embrace it, to know it, to engage from life from that perspective. Okay, something's like this relationship is going to change. It's going to change. Good morning, Judith. Hey, dear. So good to see you. Right? The relationship is going to change. We going to change. The situation is going to change. Like there is an inevitability in life. Sherry Naylor, good morning. Welcome. There is an inevitability, and change is here. Change is. So, since it is in life, it behooves us to align with the natural flow of things than to try to resist them. So it makes me think about women in particular. I mean, do it too, but we hear it, or I experience it more with women, of course. Man, I'm with women more than I am with men. But when women attempt to stop the aging process, like do a lot of things to hold it back. My whole thing is, why not? Why not embrace it? Why not lean into it? Like, why not celebrate it? Because for me, it's such a futile use of energy to try to stop it. Right? Like, embrace that we will be older. Do the things that we need to do to keep ourselves healthy while we age. But beloved, you either age or not. Hey, Erica Horn. Hey, honey bunny. You either age or not. And you know what the not means. So come on, age. I'll take the age. I'm just saying. 61, 62, 63, 64. Yes, 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 and yes. 65. And I will take the age. Good morning. Thank you, Brian. It's good to be home. I enjoy my Brina as I always do. And Lauren and Lear and Lacey and Luca and Joanne and everybody. It was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful, relaxing, rejuvenating, hilarious, exciting, refreshing, all the things I'm grateful for. Yeah. And Troy. Don't let me forget Troy. Yes. So yeah, when you think about change gonna come. Like I was in New Jersey, and when I laid my head on my bed last night, I was sleepy. I was sleepy coming home yesterday. I literally slept on the plane, and I usually don't really do that, but I couldn't stop it. Plane got we boarded at 10:30 last night, I believe. So anyway, I was about to say something about that. Oh, when I laid in my bed, I was like, it's so amazing. Joanne took me to the airport at 8, around 8. And by 1, was it 12:30? By 12:30 or 1, I was in my bed. I just think that is fascinating. That's a change, right? It's a change. And I did the things that I needed to do in order to be back home, to have that change, to travel from state to state. And so I'm very grateful. I am very grateful for embracing change. I ain't always been that girl, y'all. Don't let me fool you. I used to be the kind of person who really didn't like things to change. I liked the same. Now, that's a problem. That's a problem because if we don't embrace change, we are going to, as the Apostle Paul said, kick against the pricks. Like it's inevitable. It's going to happen. But we'll just miss out because we really kind of like have our head almost stuck in the sand, right, of things. And so I didn't like change because I was afraid, right, that it would change and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it, that it would change and it would just drag me along. I felt so often like powerless over things. Now, y'all know, read the book, Freedom is My Birthright. All of that whole story is in there. But it's why I kind of dug my heels in with consistency. I love consistency and the same, but you got to know when consistency doing the same things, repetition, you got to know when repetition is no longer serving you because the thing that you're doing is the thing that you are to release. The thing that you're doing is the thing that you are to release. So perhaps, if that's no longer serving you, then it's no longer serving you. And go on and let it go. Go on and release it so that what you need in your life right now, you have room for it. You have space for it, that you can see it coming, right? That you can embrace it, right? You got to release so that you can embrace. Release so that you have room to receive. Open up the windows of heaven and receive and God to pour out blessings that we do not have room to receive. We just don't have the capacity for it, right? And so giving it shall be given unto you. Good morning, Ray. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, y'all. All right. So we are in week 2 of our self-love course. And I am super duper excited. We're doing chapters 2 and 3 tonight. And y'all know those self-love chapters are short chapters. They're not long at all. But we've already looked at self-love. Now we're looking at self-exploration and self-discovery. Good day, Lavon. Good day. We're looking at self-exploration and self-discovery, self-exploration and self-discovery. Today we're talking about it. So whether you're in the course or not, I'm inviting you on the self-love journey. And the model God Papa gave me is self-love, right? Is self-exploration, self-discovery, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, appreciation and self-celebration. Tanya, good morning, my sister. Welcome. Good morning. And so on that journey tonight, we are looking at self-exploration and self-discovery. And all week long, we have been doing the mirror exercise. It's credited to Lisa Nichols, but I believe that Louise Hay was the first one to do it. But and you look in the mirror and you ask yourself these 3 questions. Like, go on and Google it for yourself. I'm not asking yourself. Yes. You list 7 things that you, right? 7 things. And you do it for 30 days. So go on and Google it so you can get it exactly the way that you need to get it. And so do some work in order to get the thing, to make it yours, to own it, own it, own it. And transformation is available for us. We have to be available for it. Are you available for transformation? Are you available to change in the way that you are being invited to change? Are you available to push, to press, to become the next best, highest, truest, fuller version, fuller than you've ever been, higher than you've ever been, more you than you've ever been. Look, if not today, then when, beloved? If not now, when will you release and let go so that you can embrace everything that's being offered to you right now in this season? Why not? Because stuff gonna change anyway. Stuff gonna change, people gonna change, places gonna change, situations gonna change. Will you choose to change in the way that you are being invited to change? What are you being invited to do? Because change gonna come. You might as well change with it. You might as well get on board. You might as well hop on, right? Change gonna come. So what are you invited? What are you being invited to shift, to adjust, to adapt, to pivot? How are you being invited to pivot? And you may be a little bit resistant to it because it's foreign matter. It doesn't matter. No pun intended. It's gonna happen, y'all. It's gonna happen. Nothing stays the same. Nothing. I got a 36. He'll be 36 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Kim James Jr. Oh, my honey will be 36 tomorrow. Look at there. Look at him. And so when I think about that, right, when I think about the fact that he will be 36 years old tomorrow, it's unbelievable. Definitely seen a lot of change in him. I remember when he was born. I remember when he was conceived. I remember when he first came here. I'm telling you, it's a whole bunch of change since then. Because I remember. So we got to embrace it. We've got to own it. Own it. Own your change. Own your change. Own your change. Oh, they grow so fat. They do, Erica. They do. Own your change. Because change is coming for every last one of it. What will it look like for you to own your change? To own it. What change do you want? Since things are going to change anyway, and since we can't stop it from changing, go on and identify the change that you want to happen. Get into the flow of the inevitability of change and put your request on the conveyor belt. But go on and lean into the request that you desire for. Make it so, beloved. Do the things you need to do in order to get the change that you want to get. Right? Do the things you need to do. Hey, Margie, cousin, love you back. I love you back. I appreciate you. Right? So make sure if you want to join us at our self-love course, you can still join. It is not too late, beloved. It is not too late because, we can get you caught up, but we are blessed beyond measure to be able to show up, show up weekly. And after this course, we're going to take a little bit of a break because we have the Queen's Adventure coming up in May. So I won't be offering another course until June. That's so crazy, but we would have done 3 courses and a Queen's Adventure. You better be about your business, beloved, because stuff is moving. It's moving. Decide what you want to do and do it. Don't second guess. Don't hesitate. Grow your wings on the way down, right? Some people say. Anyway, I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. And at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You are an amazing being, whether you know it or not. And if you've been rocking it with me for a little while, you heard me tell you that. But you got to own it because I can't make you know it. Only you can make yourself know it. All right. I love you. Have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon. Bye. If you don't know, you better know it.